The following is a presentation of Region 11 Spring Sports on 107.7 FM and CacheValleyDaily.com. This broadcast of Region 11 Sports is brought to you by Cache Valley Daily and the Cache Valley Media Group, covering the Skyview Bobcats, Green Canyon Wolves, Logan Grizzlies, Bear River Bears, Ridgeline Riverhawks, and Mountain Crest Mustangs. Now, it's time for Region 11 Sports on 107.7 FM and CacheValleyDaily.com.
Everyone, I'm Dave Simmons, joined by the Patriot Nick Zollinger tonight. On a Friday night, we've got Ridgeline basketball for you as the Westfield Longhorns come to town. First ball game these Westfield basketball team has ever played here at Ridgeline, as they're in their first year of existence, and Ridgeline was able to play them at their place to start the region play and win that ball game, and now they're going to host Westfield here this evening. Ridgeline coming into this ball game with a 6-1 region record, 14-4 overall. Westfield a 2-5 in the region, 8-10 overall. So down there a little bit further in the region standings. Ridgeline has to keep winning out. They're on a collision course for a game next, was it Friday, Nick? Next Friday night against Green Canyon. If Ridgeline can win this one tonight and beat Logan next Wednesday, we're guessing that both those two teams are going to be not undefeated, because Ridgeline beat them last time, but it'll be basically for the region championship.
Yeah, next Friday at Green Canyon. That's going to be the region championship if both teams can win out that point.
Yep.
I'm not sure who Green Canyon plays tonight or Wednesday. They may have a bye.
I can tell you.
Even on one of those nights. But
Dave, they're 7-1 right now, and Ridgeline is 6-1. So they've played one extra, so they may have their bye tonight or on Wednesday. Tonight, let's see, January 24th tonight, they've got Bear River at Green Canyon. And then on Wednesday, they play at Mountain Crest. So they play both nights.
Well, and the reason we're one behind is because we had a bye Wednesday.
Yes.
And so their bye may come at the end of the season. They may play us and then be done, and where we would play them and then have to play Mountain Crest.
Well, let's not overlook anyone here. As Ridgeline comes into this ball game, as I mentioned, winners of their first outing against this Westfield team. I'm trying to. It looked like it was going to be a Ridgeline blowout.
Well, they were up 21 at the end of three quarters.
Yeah, and then the fourth quarter,
Westfield went on a tear and outscored them by a bunch. They got it within 1 or 2 points. If you remember, we were down there broadcasting that game, and it ended up being like a blowout, like you said. Yeah, it was a 3-point victory for Ridgeline.
It was a 30-10 fourth quarter for Westfield. So which means that Ridgeline gave up.
They went into the fourth with a 21-point lead. They were up 21, and they ended up winning by 3 because they got outscored by 19.
Yep, they outscored by 20 in that fourth quarter, 30-10.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, so it was one of those.
They must have had a 23-point lead.
Get this. Westfield in the first quarter scored 9 points. Second quarter, 8 points. Third quarter, 8 points. Then in the fourth quarter, they scored 30. Isn't that crazy?
Well, and just looking at them warm up down here, I don't think they have one of their best players available. I want to say it's Jordan Harrison. I don't see him down there.
Well, we're going to see. They have it when they take their warm-up jerseys off. We'll see some numbers, but if they can play at the pace and the energy they did in the fourth quarter throughout the entire ball game, that's a tough team to beat. My guess is they haven't been able to string that together over the course of the season, being that they are 2-5 on region play and 8-10 overall. So you would think on a home court, Ridgeline should be able to get this one, but again, you've got to win out to win this region championship. And obviously, you're not necessarily playing only for a region championship. You're looking for seeding going into the state tournament, hoping to get a first-round bye. And then, as I think we mentioned last night on the wrestling broadcast, is that last night?
Yeah,
I'm losing track.
Yeah, it was last night.
Last night, it's down at Cedar City.
Yeah, SUU.
SUU.
Last I looked, Green Canyon was 1, Ridgeline was 4. in the RPI. So Ridgeline is looking down the barrel of a first-round bye. If they can win out.
Who'd you say? Did you say who was one?
Green Canyon.
Green Canyon won.
Ridgeline's 4. I want to say
Timpanogos has got to be up there.
Timpanogos is 2, and Dixie is right up in there as well. I think Provo's up in there as well.
Maybe should be. Well, look at this.
Let me pull that up.
I can tell you right now that, at least according to Deseret News, here's the 4A rankings for you. Green Canyon 1, Timpanogos 2, Ridgeline 3, Crimson Cliffs 4, and Cottonwood 5.
Well, it never matters who was that?
That's D News. So, what do they have there?
It never matters what they think. It's all about the RPI formulas and how they get calculated out. Right now, it's Green Canyon 1, Timpanogos 2, Payson 3, Ridgeline 4, Dixie 5, and Cottonwood at 6.
Okay.
The next region team from Region 11 is all the way down to 14, and that's Skyview.
Interesting.
So you got 1 and 4 out of Region 11, and then it goes all the way down to 14. So Skyview would host that first round. Let me think. Yeah, they would host the first round game and then go on the road if they were able to win that game.
Because it's the first 8 that get a bye in the first round. Is that right?
Yep, first 8 get a bye, and then the next 9 through, I want to say 24, play in the first round.
Adams Wealth Advisors powers your video experience. Expect specific guidance from advisors who adhere to principles of honesty, professionalism, and integrity. Visit AdamsWealthAdvisors.com. We appreciate them helping keep these games on the air on 104.5 The Ranch and streaming on CashValleyDaily.com. Nick, we haven't broadcast a game together since Andrew Pinocci broke his wrist, or his hand. It's his finger. Is it his finger?
Yeah, it's like what is this, a metatarsal up here?
Metatarsal carcinoma sometime. It's something.
Yeah, he broke his hand kind of higher up above your first row of knuckles.
I heard it was when he was blocking a shot against, was it Skyview?
No, it was Mount Crest.
No, the Mount Crest game, because in the next game at Skyview, he wasn't able
Barrett
to play.
Probably started, huh?
Yeah.
Well, so I got word from, I can't remember who I was talking with, but one of the parents or a coach. Anyways, I heard that he is on track to possibly return in that second round, if not maybe the quarterfinals for sure. But he was in between surgery and no surgery, and I think one or the other had a quicker recovery window. And anyways, he's on his
they're hoping
the
to
road
get him
to
back.
recovery. But yeah, they're projecting that he'll be back somewhere around that second round or quarterfinal.
He's definitely a loss for Ridgeline, as he is very, very active around the glass. He averages 7 points, but gets 4.5 rebounds and a couple blocks a game. He's a very active player, and he's one they're definitely going to miss for a few weeks.
Yeah, it was good for Ridgeline to go at Skyview after they'd already lost to him at home and get that victory in their last ball game they played. I watched it on the stream.
Yeah, I was out there. Ridgeline won that ball game by 10, 58-48.
Yeah, played really well down the stretch, creating a lot of turnovers, led the offense. Cooper Hall, I thought, played really well.
Yeah, Cooper Hall had 18 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists in that ball game. He really did play well. Dawson Lowe also had 16 points and 5 steals. I thought defensively Dawson was just everywhere and making a mark on the game on the defensive side. Also got 8 out of Harrison Putnam, 7 out of Tyler Jackman. Cam Earl gave him 5. Parker Reynolds gave him 2, and Cade Barrett gave him 2.
Yeah, I mean, somebody's got to step up with the absence of Andrew Pinocci, and so far it's been the 2 senior guards that have done it.
And Cam Earl with 5 points and 5 rebounds in that ball game. That's kind of filling in there for Andrew Pinocci, averaging 7 and 5.
He's going to get more opportunities to have the ball in his hands and more minutes on the floor, so he's got to make sure he makes the most of his time out there. And 5 points and 5 rebounds is exactly what you want from a kid off the bench.
Yeah,
for sure.
Absolutely. That guard line, though, between Cooper and Dawson was very, very good in that ball game out there against Skyview. We got a little bit more time in this ball game. We'll take a quick timeout and come back for more of our pregame information in just a moment.
At Planet Fitness, you'll get energy without the judgment.
Hi, can you help me with this? This is better.
Join the judgment-free zone today for $15 a month. Planet Fitness. Big fitness energy for all.
When your car isn't working right, you just need someone who can help make your life a little easier. Cache Valley Auto Care can. Hear what people are saying online.
They'll always take the time to help you understand what they're doing to your car and go above and beyond to solve your issue.
Cache Valley Auto Care.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
They really can put your logo on just about anything. That's what they do at the Logo Shop. Businesses, teams, booster clubs, school organizations, call the Logo Shop and have them show you the possibilities. The Logo Shop, committed to schools, teams, and youth groups.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CacheValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CacheValleyDaily.com.
Welcome back to Ridgeline High School. Ridgeline and Westfield about ready to tip it off here in about 4 minutes. In the first ball game, as we had mentioned earlier at the top of the broadcast, Ridgeline winning that one 58-55, but limping home in the fourth quarter. It was Jackson Slaw for Westfield that gave him 18 points. He was very good throughout the entire ball game. Jaden Fowers had 10, and Daxton Laughter had 9. Jordan Harrison had 9. Gavin Ortegon had 3. Jackson Garris had 3, and Drew Faddis had 3.
And Jordan Harrison is out there, but I do remember the Slaw kid. He was knocking down shots from all over.
Yeah, he was solid in that ball game. He also had 2 rebounds, 2 assists, or an assist and a couple steals. He's a 6'1" guard, and he's a handful. It'll be interesting to see who Ridgeline decides to put on him tonight.
6'1" senior, leads the team in scoring at 13 points, and then you got 3 players right there close to double digits. Fowers, Harrison, and Laughter,
yeah. Slaw's game or season high, he had 24 against Ogden, 23 against Morgan, and then he had that 18-point game against Ridgeline. He also had 20 against Green Canyon. So the kid can play. There's no getting around it. They're going to want to know where he is. He wears number 4 out there. If you're looking for him on the stream here, if you come over to the ball game, still plenty of seats. They got both rafter bleachers open, and there are plenty of seats out here. With Westfield, you don't get quite as many of the road visiting or the visiting team spectators as you do against.
Sparse crowd tonight as a plague of locusts has made it tough to get out to the ball game.
Is that a major league?
That's the first baseball game ever played. You should YouTube it. It's pretty funny.
You've showed me that one.
Yeah.
That is pretty funny. So, yeah, you got to look at Jackson Slaw as their dude. He averages 13 on the season per ball game. They don't have anybody else in double figures, although Jordan Harrison is very close at 9.5. But then after that, it goes down to Jaden Fowers at 7.5 and Drew Faddis at 6.5. So just play solid. Know where Fowers or where Slaw is. And if Ridgeline does what they normally do, they should be okay.
Well, and if Westfield on the other side, if they can keep that high energy, and a lot of it was pressure defense, intense, in-your-face, physical defense that caused a lot of turnovers. And if they can keep that high energy, like you said, Dave, for all 4 quarters, they caused a lot of problems for Ridgeline, not only offensively. I mean, Slaw got hot. They put up 30 in the fourth. So this team coming in here probably feels like they got every chance in the world to come in here and upset Ridgeline, as they proved that they could hang with them for at least a quarter and a half. I think they outscored them in the second half overall, didn't they? Well, you're off the box score. That's okay.
Back to it. What I look at is some of these other games. It looks interesting to me when you look at when they played Mountain Crest. They beat Mountain Crest by 13, 53-40 on January 4th. But then fast forward to this past Tuesday, they lost to Mountain Crest by 19.
Oh boy. Yeah, so I think it's a team. It's a brand new team. They're a brand new high school. They're still trying to figure each other out and find their identity. But when they play ball, I mean, man, they can they can put the ball in the basket.
They lost to Bear River by 1 the game before that. The game before that, Green Canyon hammered them 76-45. And then their last win was against Logan, 59-50. So almost feels, and that was January 10th. It almost feels like they're going the wrong direction. We'll see what they do here this evening. We are just about ready for the national anthem. So Nick and I will step aside for the anthem and be back for the starting lineups in just a moment.
At Planet Fitness, you'll get energy without the judgment.
Hi, can you help me with this? This is better.
Join the judgment-free zone today for $15 a month. Planet Fitness, big fitness energy for all.
When your car isn't working right, you just need someone who can help make your life a little easier. Cache Valley Auto Care can. Hear what people are saying online.
They'll always take the time to help you understand what they're doing to your car and go above and beyond to solve your issue.
Cache Valley Auto Care.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
They really can put your logo on just about anything. That's what they do at the Logo Shop. Businesses, teams, booster clubs, school organizations. Call the Logo Shop and have them show you the possibilities. The Logo Shop, committed to schools, teams, and youth groups.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CacheValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CacheValleyDaily.com.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning Sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT. When a client walks into the office, I want them to feel like they have a team that is full-time working for them.
We really start from the ground up, setting our goals, understanding your situation, and then building the plan to maximize that quality of life.
Visit Adams Wealth Advisors.
Find the parts and the oil you need to keep your car and equipment running its best at your locally owned Napa Auto Parts. All the best brand names. And when you need professional help, Napa can recommend a dozen Napa Car Care Centers with ASE certified technicians.
Suit up, feel good. Custom tailored clothing for him and her. The Cater Shop, because how you look is the first message you deliver.
I have a deal for you. I'll turn the cable back on when you get my kitchen floor finished.
How do I do that in time to watch my team win?
Use the expert help at Castalite. For all your brick, block, rock, paver, and tile needs, Castalite.com.
Insurance is exciting.
Are you kidding me? However, Lana Powell's State Farm Insurance makes buying insurance a little less painful. Call 752-7639 for a quick quote.
Welcome back to Ridgeline High School. Dave Simmons and the Patriot, Nick Zollinger here for you along the way with the Westfield Longhorns and the Ridgeline Riverhawks getting set to tip off. Nick, do you have the Westfield starters?
Yes, I do, David. Starting for the Westfield Longhorns, number 2, Jaden Fowers, a 6'1 junior. He averages 7.5 points per game and 4 rebounds. Number 3 is Daxton Laughter. He's a 5'9 junior, averages 9 points per game. Jackson Slaw is a 6'1 senior, averages 13 points and 3 rebounds. Cole McCormick, number 5, is a 6'1 senior. He averages 3 points per game. And Jordan Harrison, number 23, is a 6'3 senior, averages 9.5 points and 4.5 rebounds. Westfield Longhorns are coached by Mike Russell. They have a 8-10 record overall.
All right. Starting lineup for your hometown Ridgeline Riverhawks, coached by Coach Derek Wadsworth. And Coach Wads is going to put out their number 1, Dawson Lowe. He's a 5'11 senior, averaging 10 points a game, 5 rebounds and 3.5 assists. Number 2 is Tyler Jackman. He's a 6'3 senior, averages 10 points per ball game and 3.5 rebounds per ball game. Number 5 is Harrison Putnam, 6'3", senior, averages 10.5 a game and 3 rebounds. And number 12 is Cooper Hall, he's a 5'10", senior, averages 10.5 rebounds, 3.5 rebounds and 2 assists. And in the absence of Andrew Pinocchi, we're getting a start for number 24, Cam Earl. He's a 6'1" junior, averages 5 points per ball game. Nick, I don't know if you caught that, but that is 4 starters that average 10 points or more. And all of them are, 10.5.
It's been very balanced the entire season. If it's not Cooper Hall and Dawson Lowe, it's Putnam and Tyler Jackman. If it's not those two, Pinocchi's in on the mix. And now Cameron Earl's getting his shot to start, and so he's got to be aggressive and find his looks offensively to get close to those double digits. I've always said this team's at its best when you don't know who to guard and all 5 kids are contributing offensively.
That's been the mantra for this team is movement and sharing the basketball, and you can't guard just one guy. Who are you going to guard? They all are going to go out there and do their part. And if you got 4 different dudes averaging 10 points, you're going to be hard to beat.
And then on the other side, it's contest, contest, contest. Make things hard on the other team. Contest every shot. Out-rebound. Hold them to under 50 points, and you'll win the game.
Putnam goes up high for the tip and knocks it into the backcourt, giving it to Cooper Hall. Cooper goes to the right side. He's on the 35-foot line where he picks up the dribble, goes into the corner to Cam Earl. They're going to back off, so he'll just shoot it.
Why not?
Yep, knock it down.
Start off with a 3-point bucket for the Riverhawks, Cameron Earl from the corner. And did you see that? Kind of a 2-1-2 zone there for the Longhorns to start the game.
I've always said if they're going to gap you like that, it's disrespectful. You got to knock it down right in their face. That's Fowers on the outside, comes into the free throw line, picks up his dribble, gives it off to Harrison, picks up his dribble, and then passes it back outside to Fowers. He drives down the left side and stolen by Lowe. Lowe tracks it down into the corner and gives it off to Jackman. 3 ball on the way again for Earl. He got another one.
2 for 2 to start the game. A quick 6 points for Cameron Earl. And an assist for Dawson Lowe on the outlet. Was that Dawson or Jackman?
Jackman.
Okay.
Dawson got the steal, saved it to Jackman, and Jackman got the assist. Drawn kick out to Harrison. Harrison gives off to Fowers in the corner and then back up top to Laughter. Cooper Hall guarding Laughter. They go to the right side elbow to Harrison. Good floater in the lane, can't get it to go. He tries to go up for the board, knocks it into the corner, but it's grabbed by Dawson Lowe.
Find your hot hand. 24's over here.
Yep.
Skip.
Come opposite, and they missed him. Harrison tried to go backdoor cutter to Jackman, but it's knocked out of bounds.
Yeah, get the ball in Cam Earl's hands again. Let him shoot.
And he was open, too. And when Putnam got it on that elbow, he should have turned and looked the other direction. That's where it's open. Corner, low, down low to Earl. Earl kicks outside to Hall. Cooper into the lane. Trying to find somewhere. Earl in the corner. Tries to drive baseline. Reverse layup. Got it to go.
Well, Cameron Earl with the hot hand. Two 3-pointers and a reverse layup for his 8 points and all 8 of the Ridgeline points so far in the game.
Harrison up top to Laughter. He gives it off to McCormick. Drives. Good defense by Putnam. They got to kick it out to Fowers, and he finds Laughter straight away. He's straight between the circles and backs up to the Riverhawk logo on half court. Brings it back in to Fowers. In the lane, spin, good move, up and off glass, got it to go.
Yeah, beautiful move. A little jab step right at the elbow, and then he spun right past Cameron Earl.
Earl gets
nice
Cooper Hall on a back cut, layup, good.
Beautiful offense. Cameron Earl finding Cooper Hall. He's had his hand in all 10 of the points so far in this ball game. I mentioned that I thought Cade Barrett might start here tonight. I don't know who started at Skyview, Dave, but Cameron Earl, the hot hand right now for Ridgeline.
Spin move by Slaw. He falls to the ground, and it was a perfect feed right to his man.
How'd that happen?
Fowers has all 4 of their points, 10-4. Don't ask me, Nick, because I can't remember.
You can't recall who started there?
I can't remember.
Oh, the
3-point shot by Lowe is no good. Rebound grab by Fowers. 10-4, just under 5 minutes to play in the first quarter. Ridgeline in the lead. Harrison goes to McCormick, looks at a 3, then drive. Pretty good D by Jackman. Rebound grab by Lowe. Low in the front court, gives it off to Jackman. Jackman into 15 feet, jump shot, short, no good. Putnam up high, it's on the floor, grabbed by Jackman. Picks up his dribble, comes back outside to Low. Low holds, guarded by Laughter, tries to get around him, goes to the right side of the floor, keeps his dribble, now picks it up, goes to Putnam. Putnam goes right to the rim, lefty scoop, got it.
Kind of almost looked like he lost a little bit of control on that on the way up, but he maintains his control, and he's able to lay it up with the left hand. What a move by Putnam.
I thought so too, just lost it going up,
but
looked
somehow
like
it came down on his wrist.
Yeah, rolled it up. Timeout called, a 30-second timeout called by Westfield. We'll keep it here. We'll remind you that Castleite sponsors our block of the game. Whether you're looking for a brick for your home, tile for a bathroom remodel, or pavers for a new walkway, think Castleite. Online at castleite.com. Also the logo shop, they can really put your logo on just about anything. Businesses, teams, booster clubs, school organizations. Trust the logo shop. We logo stuff. And the Gator Shop is your 4-time gold medal menswear store winner in the Best Northern Utah contest. Proud to support Ridgeline Sports and all their student athletes. That's the Gator Shop. 4:20 remaining in the first quarter. Ridgeline leading 12-4.
Just a furious start here for the Riverhawks, man. I haven't seen this good offense out of the Riverhawks this early in the game on any of the broadcasts that I've called. And they've always kind of been a slow starting team, and man, the spark of Cameron Earl in the starting lineup.
Yeah, he was
getting
ready.
Them 8 quick ones.
He came out ready to shoot.
You know, and okay, I know that having a standard rotation and substitution time is a good thing. I like structure. But when a kid has 8 points and he's knocked down 2 threes and he's playing like Cameron Earl, 8 points and 1 assist, I don't take him out of the game, Dave. He's not my first kid to sub out.
Are you questioning Coach Walsh right
now?
now?
I'm just saying it's probably you're rotating the same guys at the same time, right? Like Jackman's always the last one starter out usually, but hey, I mean when you got a hot hand, I leave you out there.
Harrison Putnam on the free throw line, drops it down to Barrett. He waits and now puts it on the floor and tries to go up, and it's knocked out of his hands, but they say it went off of him.
Yeah, first turnover for Ridgeline right there. I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know.
You don't have an opinion.
No, Coach Jerry Sloan used to do that, and it drove me nuts.
Well, look, it doesn't take long. No. I know, but when you're that
hot. Was literally one defensive and one offensive trip, one defensive trip. I mean, it's going to be very minimal. But
it's enough to cool you off, too. You know what I mean?
And nothing cools me off.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, look at Putnam attack.
Going to the rim.
Wow.
He's from coast to coast. Just go ahead and go, big fella, and he does. Harrison Putnam gets another bucket. He's got 4 in the quarter. 14-4, Ridgeline in the lead. Long pass from the baseline comes all the way back out, almost to half court as they reset. Westfield's Harrison gives it up top. They swing it around to Laughter. He's on right side angle, little pick and roll, and his shot is blocked from behind. Fowers gets his own, though, after the block and goes back up, and he's got 6. He's got all 6 of theirs.
Fowers is carrying the load offensively for the Longhorns.
Cooper Hall gets a screen, gets all the way to the rim, just couldn't finish. And it's on the floor, and there's Jackman finishing it up, cleaning up the sloppy stuff.
Yeah, those second chance opportunities and an unforced error here by the Longhorns as they just threw it away on the inbounds pass. Second turnover for the Longhorns, but nice job fighting for the offensive rebound. I think Barrett kept that one alive. Jackman was the one that eventually came up with it and got the bucket, but good job by the Ridgeline.
They're in there just trying to, all you got to do is get a finger on it sometimes, and it'll go to one of your guys, but you got to go. You got to get in there and work. Reynolds is checked in, and he throws it away. He tried to get into Earl.
It's a bad pass and a bad foul.
It wasn't quite there yet, and he tried to force the pass.
Yeah, Earl didn't quite have the seal. He was coming along the baseline trying to get a seal on the defender, and the defender beat him there. Reynolds has just got to recognize that and swing it back the other way. Or wait for the seal. The seal may eventually get there.
Got to be a little bit more patient. Walking it across half court is Laughter. Looking at a 2-3 zone by Ridgeline right now. High post area is Faddis. On a pivot, he tries to make a dangerous pass. It does make it to Mallon. And now they get it back outside to Slod. Down to Mallon on the short corner. His shot is no good. The ball is tipped around by 2 different guys and finally gets into the hands of Earl. Corner, 3 ball on the way by Reynolds is no good. Rebound grab by Westfield. They got numbers. Faddis gets all the way down, waits for guys to fly by, and he gets it to go.
Yeah, nice little just stop right underneath the rim by Faddis and lets the flyby buzz his tower and gets the easy layup.
16-8, Ridgeline in the lead. Cooper Hall and Harrison Putnam ready to check back in. Low probing, picks up his dribble at the free throw line, gives off to Earl. Earl waits, gets to the mid-post area. Back cutter is Jackman, gets up, a lot of body, and it's blocked by Faddis. They thought Faddis was straight up, no call. On the baseline is Slaw. Nice feed down low, he's got Mallon, and he scores it, and it's now 16-10. Westfield hanging in there, and a timeout called this time by Ridgeline.
Yeah, after the fury from Ridgeline to take that early lead.
It's a 30-second timeout. Our buddy Dan Granger at D&D Auto and Salvage is Cache Valley's #1 place to get the most money for junk vehicles and scrap metal. Pickup is available. Call 787-1204. No job is too big. Planet Fitness, you can get energy without the punishment. Join the judgment-free zone for just $15 a month. Planet Fitness, big fitness, energy for all.
What if there was a job too big? What if, like, I don't know, DWA Construction came out and said, hey, why don't you come pick this bulldozer up for us, Daniel?
Or what if there was a tank down at Hill Air Force Base?
Yeah.
And they're like, Dan,
they're like, hey, call
we don't
D&D.
need this metal.
They said that no job's too big.
We'll see.
No, what's the line?
No job is too big, isn't it?
Is that what it is?
Yeah, no job is too big.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe.
I got to think that there's a job out there too big.
Yeah, it might. Well, it might be, but Dan hasn't found one yet.
No.
A little pressure put on by Westfield.
Across too.
And yeah, just got it through at the 10-second count. Now they're going to work starting up top with Cam Earl. Got some cutters. Handoff to Dawson Lowe. Dawson down to the short corner, kicks it back outside to Earl. Brings it back to the middle of the floor with his left hand, gets into the paint, goes up and scores it.
Hasn't missed yet tonight, Dave. He's aggressive offensively, and he's got 10.
It's a good move by Earl, and it's a good thing he made that because Cooper Hall was standing wide open out there on the side.
In the corner?
Yep, Earl knocked it down. Mallon in the lane, working against Lowe, and Lowe has those quick hands and steals it away. Drops it off to Reynolds. Reynolds goes up and scores it.
Yeah, nice finish by Reynolds as he had to get up from the contest from the Longhorns. Now they're pushing.
20-10, reverse layup. Nice finish by McCormick.
Oh, yeah, that was McCormick.
20-12.
Yeah, used the rim as the defender and just went up and under. Nice layup by the Longhorns.
Floater in the lane is partially blocked by Faddis. As Lowe got there, he just couldn't get it over the long stretched arm of, that was Mallon.
Man, what a quarter offensively for the Riverhawks, putting 20 on the board.
20-12 in that quarter for Ridgeline. We will take a break and come back for the second in just a moment.
At Planet Fitness, you'll get energy without the judgment.
Hi, can you help me with this? This is better.
Join the judgment-free zone today for $15 a month. Planet Fitness, big fitness energy for all.
When your car isn't working right, you just need someone who can help make your life a little easier. Cache Valley Auto Care can. Hear what people are saying online.
They'll always take the time to help you understand what they're doing to your car and go above and beyond to solve your issue.
Cache Valley Auto Care.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
They really...
different to me tonight, and I'll tell you what it is. No cheerleaders. I think they're down, Ollie says they're down at State.
Okay, yeah.
Wishing the cheerleaders the best of luck down there, but it feels a little different without the cheerleaders here.
Up in cold sweats, California.
All right, to start the second quarter, it'll be Westfield. And Laughter brings it across. Ridgeline putting on pressure immediately. He somehow squirts it out of there, gets it to Faddis, back outside to Laughter. He had gone to the floor and rolled it basically between everybody to get it out of there, out of that pressure. Now they're working it around the perimeter. Left side Slaw, back up top McCormick. Now high post Faddis trying to work against Earl. Earl stays straight up. Good footwork by Faddis. I think he's a solid player.
He's had a couple of nice buckets, and that one he just gets into the chest with Cameron Earl, and as you said, nice footwork to get one up with the left hand.
He's a freshman.
Yeah, he's got a nice frame on him, too. I mean, he's a big, future. Tall, long kid.
Good little rocker step by Lowe. Finds Earl, his first miss. But then as soon as the rebound is grabbed, it's Lowe right there to grab it and knock it away. Now it's on the floor. Everybody's on the floor.
Timeout.
We got all sorts of bodies down. And who got the timeout?
Longhorns.
Okay, so they must have had enough possession to call a timeout, and they got a 30-second timeout.
That's one thing these Riverhawks aren't afraid of, and that's diving to the floor for a loose ball. We had Dawson Lowe and Harrison Putnam down there.
You better believe Coach Wads is teaching that. You get on the floor when there's a loose ball.
Bodies on the floor?
Yeah, and there are times you're like, that seems silly, but even, like I said earlier with rebounds, even if you can't quite get it, but you can get a finger on it and knock it a little further away from the guy that was trying to get it on the other team, your guy could get there. I'm that way too. You get on the floor. What is that? What in the world is this?
You never heard this?
What they need to do is put that in a spook alley and say, Dave, never show up. And I wouldn't.
You haven't ever heard let their bodies hit the floor?
No. Obviously. I mean, I've never been somewhere where something like that could be played.
Oh, the cheerleaders, I just got news. They took second at state.
Oh, good for them.
Yeah, that's a nice finish.
You know, good move. Good.
You were just bragging about Faddis. He just threw that one out of bounds to nobody.
His man tried to cut up.
He was trying to hit the band.
Yeah, that front row band. They were ready to shoot.
Yeah, good job by cheerleaders. That's, I mean, with as big as 4A is now, you're beating 28 other teams, 26 other teams, something like that.
Pretty awesome.
Competing against, I guess, 25 other teams.
Low, way outside on the left side. Not quite to the 35-foot line on the sideline, but close. And they swing it around into Jackman. Short corner now is Putnam. Putnam skip pass to Cooper Hall. Knocked out of his hands, but he goes right by his man and then has it knocked out of his hands and out of bounds. I thought that might have gone off of Cooper's leg, but apparently it didn't. And Ridgeline's going to get it on the baseline. Coming out for Westfield is Mallon. And Harrison checks back in, and Losk just side of that ball.
That was easy.
And somebody threw it. Was it? I think it's Lowe that passed that in,
yeah,
right past the ear.
Into Earl.
Right to Earl. Earl gets his 12th point of the game. Good half already by Earl.
Oh, breakdown on D, and Coach Watts is not happy about it. Jackman got beat on a back cut, and an easy bucket for the Longhorns.
Lowe gives to Jackman. Jackman into the lane.
Oh, boy.
He tries to hook a pass out to the perimeter to Putnam, and Putnam had vacated the area, and it went out of bounds.
Yeah, and on that previous possession, Coach Watts, I just watched him coaching Harrison. He wants Harry on that back cut or that screen, whatever they had going on there with Jackman and his player. He wanted Putnam to help, and he got none of it on the prior possession.
Faddis hands to Slaw. Slaw kicks back out to Faddis. 3 ball on the way by the freshman is short. Rebound grabbed by Earl. Earl's going to bring it right down the middle of the floor. Stops and hands back to Cooper. Hall gives back to Earl, and now on the right side is Lowe. Tries to drive baseline, and he's fouled. They're going to get a foul on number 3, Laughter. And it's a non-shooting foul, so Dawson Lowe will be on the baseline as the trigger man. Coming in for Earl is Barrett. Joining Putnam, Jackman, Hall, and Lowe. Ooh, good inbounds play.
Good
easy
play.
layup.
I tell you what, Coach Watts is, there's nothing wrong with his inbounds plays. He has a lot of good looks off his inbound plays underneath the basket, and there's another one.
He's got a great passer in his trigger man there in Lowe. Good little step through up and under by Fowers. But Dawson Lowe, as your inbounder, is such a good passer, and he knows what's coming open, so he won't waste
anticipation.
Yeah, he knows what's coming. In the corner is Hall. Hasn't dribbled yet. Tries a long skip pass along the baseline. It gets it there, but barely. They get it out to Jackman. Jackman in the lane. Gives out to Barrett. Now to Lowe. Hesitation. Jump shot from the right elbow is no good. Rebound grabbed by Westfield. Down the right sideline to Fowers. Fowers tries to go up the chest of Barrett. Can't get it to go. Rebound on the other side is Putnam. Putnam down to Barrett. Loses it out of bounds. Pretty good defense, though, by Slaw coming over to help. We're going to see Tyson Brenchley checking in for Ridgeline. Tyson just a sophomore, listed at 6'3". Got a couple minutes out at Skyview. We'll see how Tyson does. He is the fourth Brenchley to come through the Ridgeline program.
Older brother Jackson's got his picture over there on the wall.
Definitely does. Jump shot no good by Slaw. Rebound grab by Ridgeline. Low down the sideline to Brenchley.
Shoot it!
I would have come right in. Let's just get it done. Jackman three ball in the corner. Got it.
And as you've said over the course of the season, Dave, that's his shot. That corner three is deadly for Jackman, and he buries one to give Ridgeline a 27-18 lead. And that's his 5th point of the game.
Foul is going to be called on Tyler Jackman. He tried to move his feet and get there. They're going to call a block on him. Dawson Lowe's going to take a quick break with 3:53 remaining in the second quarter. Coming in for Dawson is Cooper Hall. They don't sit long, Nick.
No.
They get out for maybe a minute or two, game minutes, and then they're back in.
No, the substitutions are quick and often.
Yep. Inbounds comes in the corner to Slaw, tries to drive baseline, has to pass it to the Ridgeline bench.
It's the 5th turnover for Westfield.
Jackman will inbound in front of his own teammates, who gives it to Hall. 27-18, Ridgeline in the lead. Hall walks across half court, gives it to Putnam. He's straight away. Holding. Now goes left side to Hall, trying to get it down to Brenchley. Can't, so they go back up top to Putnam. Putnam finds Barrett. Putnam to the rim on a give and go. Can't get it to go. He got himself a little too far underneath the basket. Rebound grab by Westfield. Down the right sideline to Slaw. He slows it up. Guarded by Jackman. Gets a screen. The roller can't get open, so they go to the right side corner to Faddis. Gets into the lane. Good little move. Faddis gets it to go.
Yeah, Faddis has been aggressive offensively. He has six, I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
And all of them have been point blank right at the rim.
27-20.
He's been able to get to the rim at ease.
Block called on, I think, McCormick. And it'll give it back to Ridgeline underneath their own basket. Lowe comes back in. Earl comes back in. Putnam and Jackman will go out. I just heard a little banjo. Did you?
He was over here.
Yeah, it's good.
See the guy over there in the corner?
Yeah, it's good. I like it. Earl spins in the lane, tries to force up a shot. Nothing called. Faddis picks it up, gives it off pretty close to Fowers. Fowers slows it up at the three-point line and hands it off to McCormick. In the lane, kick outside. 3 ball on the way by Ortegon is no good. Rebound grab by Lowe. First we've seen of Ortegon so far. Lowe on his relentless penetration to the rim gets fouled. And it's going to be a non-shooting foul, so it'll be out of bounds to Ridgeline. Now let's see if they can get another layup out of this. They've got a couple already. See what coach calls. They're going to inbound it. Ooh, that was tipped, but Earl grabbed it.
I don't think it was. I just think it was that bad of a pass.
I can't believe that would be that bad of a pass from Lowe, unless he lost the handle somehow. Ooh.
That's a trouble.
Brenchley went on a back cut. They didn't see him. Earl was not facing that side. Lowe in the lane. Kicks out. 3 ball on the way by Brenchley. I thought it looked like he got hit. Rebound offensive grabbed by Ridgeline. Lowe kicks to Earl. Earl in the lane. Steps through. Oh, that baby was halfway down. Couldn't get it to go. Rebound grabbed by Fowers. Off to Laughter. Laughter dancing behind a screen by Fowers. Steps back and hits the 3.
And Longhorns doing a great job of hanging in there. Only 7 points in this quarter for Ridgeline. after a 20-point first quarter. Now it's 27-23, only a 4-point lead.
Barrett gives off to Hall. Hall hesitate, good move, gets himself to the rim, got it to go.
Yeah, just kind of faked, spinning back the other way to his left, and then he just continued towards the rim and laid it up with his right hand.
Laughter gets a screen from Faddis, kicks it outside to Fowers. Fowers doesn't take the three, he gives to Faddis on the left angle. Gives it off on a handoff to McCormick. Down to the baseline, jump shot, no good. Rebound up and high is Lowe. Lowe always going for the boards.
Yeah, leads the team last I looked.
He and Cooper Hall are always going for boards. Cooper steps back, similar to what the other side just happened, but he wasn't able to make it. And Brenchley's going to get called for the foul on the rebound.
Yeah, for the Horns, number 23.
Coming back in is Jackman. He's going to come for Brenchley, and Putnam comes for Barrett.
In for Ridgeline.
29-23, under a minute to play here in the first half. Ridgeline in the lead. Jogging across half court is Laughter. He gives to the right side to Slaw. Skip pass to McCormick, drives, he kicks it back outside. Slaw has a shot on the way, he's fouled on the three. That's the right call too.
I saw that one coming as Jackman went to contest. He landed right into his body, didn't give the shooter his space to land, and Slaw's gonna shoot three at the charity stripe.
Parker Reynolds at the scores table ready to check in, and he's gonna come
for Jackman.
Is that's his second personal foul.
Been a pretty clean game, foul-wise, as far as how many have been called.
Yep.
It looks like there was a few opportunities to call more fouls that maybe weren't called.
Slaw makes the first free throw, and the second. He's got one more here.
29-25 for Ridgeline. Slaw looking to bring this into a one-possession game.
Slaw's third free throw is good.
Yep.
Got them all. He has got 5 points in the game. Hall in the backcourt. Goes to Lowe. Lowe, they got to get it across. Yep, skips it to Hall. They are across now. He splits the defense. Gives to Lowe. 30 seconds remaining in the half. 20 on the shot. Earl, just about to the three-point line, but not quite. Kicks it back out to Lowe. Lowe gets a nice low crossover. Forces a pass to Reynolds. It's knocked around and goes to Earl. Jump shot by Putnam is no good. Rebound Harrison. Outlet goes to Slaw. Slaw corner. Three-ball shot on the way. No good. Hall with 0.5 left can't get a shot off before the end of the half. And Ridgeline is going to take a 3-point lead into the locker room for halftime. We'll tally the statistics and come back and share those with you in just a moment.
At Planet Fitness, you'll get energy without the judgment.
Hi, can you help me with...
When you're from searching for copiers and printers,
Find the parts and the oil you need to keep your car and equipment running its best at your locally owned Napa Auto Parts. All the best brand names. And when you need professional help, Napa can recommend a dozen Napa Car Care Centers with ASE certified technicians.
Suit up, feel good. Custom tailored clothing for him and her. The Cater Shop, because how you look is the first message you deliver.
I have a deal for you. I'll turn the cable back on when you get my kitchen floor finished.
How do I do that in time to watch my team win?
Use the expert help at Castalite. For all your brick, block, rock, paver, and tile needs, Castalite.com.
Insurance is exciting.
Are you kidding me? However, Lana Powell's State Farm Insurance makes buying insurance a little less painful. Call 752-7639 for a quick quote.
The
The Mountain Crest Booster Club encourages you to support the sponsors that support the Mustangs. Scabelin Roofing, Pool Orthodontics, Reed's Pharmacy, Airbound Gymnastics, Blue Water Construction, Midco Landscaping, and Ridley's Market. To join the Mountain Crest Booster Club, contact the Mountain Crest Athletic Department and support the sponsors that support the Mustangs.
At Planet Fitness, you'll get energy without the judgment.
Hi, can you help me with this? This is better.
Join the judgment-free zone today for $15 a month. Planet Fitness, big fitness energy for all.
When your car isn't working right, you just need someone who can help make your life a little easier. Cache Valley Auto Care can. Hear what people are saying online.
They'll always take the time to help you understand what they're doing to your car and go above and beyond to solve your issue.
Cache Valley Auto Care.
Ridgeline leading 29-26 at the half. And we are having senior night here for the Ariettes. Nick, did I just hear right? 6
region titles in a row?
In a row?
Whew. Well, it makes sense. They're in the top 2 or 3 in state every year, it seems like.
Pretty impressive.
There's been some controversy over the years on maybe they felt like they should have won.
Oh,
anytime anything's judged,
it's a gate, some sort of a.
It's just
drill gate.
The best team is not always going to win. Let's just say that.
Oh, I see what you mean. When it's up to a judge.
Yeah, when something's judged, it's to me it's a
judgment call.
Yeah, and I just don't like that.
You need just head-to-head battle.
Yeah, I need some kind of scoring system. Like if you're able to do so many moves in so much time or whatever, you get so many points, and if you score more points than the other team, you win.
You win.
Not I felt like, these guys.
Well, then that means your extreme sports like snowboarding and, aren't those judged on the tricks you did?
They're scored based on the difficulty of the trick.
Can't you say that is similar with dancing on the difficulty of the routine?
I mean, I don't know how it's judged. I just feel like there's a lot of...
I'm going to get out in front of this right now. I have no idea how the thing is done. I don't have any idea.
You have no clue.
Nope. But I do know that Ridgeline leads by 3 here at the half. It was 20-12 at the end of the first quarter for Ridgeline. And then Ridgeline was outscored 14-9 in the second quarter. Leading scorer in the ballgame right now is Cam Earl. Cam came out like gangbusters, made, I think it was the first 7 or 8 points for Ridgeline. Well, he had 2 threes in a row, and then he had a 2-point bucket, and then he did have another one, but he's got 12 in the half. Then after that, Tyler Jackman's got a 2 and a 3 for 5 points. Harrison Putnam's got 4. Cooper Hall's got 4. Parker Reynolds has 2. Kate Barrett has 2. For Westfield, their leading scorer is Jaden Fowers. He's got 11. He's played a good first half. 5 points for Jackson Slaw. 6 points, for Drew Faddis, freshman off the bench, listed at 6'6". And then Cole McCormick has 2, and Kaysen Mallon has 2. And those are your scorers in the first half. 29-26 isn't a terrible half offensively for either team, but something feels off to me today.
Well, I feel like the defense is off. I feel like the Longhorns, Westfield, has gotten a lot of easy looks at the rim, and the defense has just broke down for Ridgeline at times to where they're given too many easy looks too close to the basket. And whether it was Faddis, or some back cuts by some of those guards, it seems like Fowler was able to get a couple of buckets, and Faddis was really who hurt him the most in that first half. But yeah, I would say defensively not a great half. Offensively, really good first quarter. Kind of lost steam and not as effective in the second quarter. Only 9 points. Got outscored 14-9 in the second. So yeah, I mean, Ridgeline's got to make some adjustments at half. This Westfield team is not just going to come out and roll over for you and give you a W. They're going to come out freaking guns a-slinging, and I expect Slaw to try to get hot in this second half and start putting up some shots from beyond the arc and see if he can get himself going. But I mean, you can't take these guys lightly. They might have a 2-5 region record. But you got to come out in this second half and take care of business.
Yeah, they're going to fight you.
Yep.
Latest news about what's going on in our community is found on Cache Valley Daily, including photo galleries and replays of local sports at cachevalleydaily.com. Again, we appreciate Adams Wealth Advisors powering our video experience. Expect specific guidance from advisors who adhere to principles of honesty at Adams Wealth Advisors. Visit adamswealthadvisors.com. Nick, you were down in St. George last week. Is that where you went? You said you played Black Desert?
Yep.
How'd you play there? Rusty?
Yeah.
It's been a couple months since
you've
swung.
Little winter rust on the old clubs, but still, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful place down there if you ever get a chance. It's heaven on earth.
I don't know what to think about you going down and trying to keep the game sharp in the off season.
Trust me, it don't matter. It's all about what you do from when it gets north of warmer than 65 degrees to when it gets cooler than 65. That's our season.
We're going to have another season coming up.
I could play indoor the whole winter and come out in April and still play just as bad as if I had never played at all. Sometimes taking a long break, I think, gets rid of a lot of bad habits, and then all of a sudden you come out on fire in the spring and you can't miss.
I have a tendency to play better earlier in the season
the more you
because I've
play,
kind of forgot about some things.
you start picking up those old bad habits. And
our battle last year ended in an 11-9 victory for me. But 6 ties. We had 6 ties.
6 ties, and you missed me while I was hot.
Yeah, but this is what I wrote down, that we had one game where Nick won 5-4 on 8:30 of 24, but Dave won the last 4 holes.
It was just a complete shellacking. It was over after 5.
I couldn't get anything going, and then the last 4 holes I won.
You won all 4.
What I needed was 18 holes that day.
I mean, that's kind of sometimes just the story of my golf over the last couple of years has been, I'll go out and just play lights out for 7, 8, 9 holes, and then all of a sudden the next 9 I shoot 48, and it's just like, come on.
Yeah, that's golf. That's amateur golf for you.
Yeah, somehow be able to string it all together to
just trying to keep that cap in a place where you can win some money at times.
That's the magic of it all, isn't it?
I guess. We got about 3 minutes left before the start of the third quarter. We'll take another quick break and come back in just a moment.
At Planet Fitness, you'll get energy without the judgment.
Hi, can you help me with this? This is better.
Join the judgment-free zone today for $15 a month. Planet Fitness. Big fitness energy for all.
When you're
DD,
they really.
From what's happening in local.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT.
When a client walks into the office, I want them to feel like they have a team that is full-time working for them.
We really start from the ground up, setting our goals, understanding your situation, and then building the plan to maximize that quality of life.
Visit Adams Wealth Advisors.
Find the parts and the oil you need.
Welcome back to Ridgeline High School. 2 minutes before we start here in the third quarter. Folks, Nick and I lost a really, really good friend. In fact, a lot of people lost a really good friend about a week ago. Our good friend Mark Williams passed away after a courageous battle with cancer, and he's going to be sincerely missed. We would get texts routinely as we were broadcasting games together, with Mark chiming in with his witty comments and his support for us, and that's just a fantastic man, Nick, that we're all going to miss, and we sincerely wish the best for his sweet wife, Carrie, and their kids, and hopefully they'll have some peace and comfort here in the coming weeks, as it'll be a lot to get used to.
Sometimes the best ones don't live long enough, and Mark was definitely one of the best people you'll ever meet in this world, and he left an imprint on a lot of our lives, and so I'm going to miss him dearly, and I just am sad every day that I don't get to go to breakfast and go to a movie and watch him take a nap.
Pay his $10 to go in and take a nap. Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to be sorely missed by a whole pile of people, and tomorrow we get to celebrate his life.
Yep.
Yep. Cancer's an evil thing, and it's touched pretty much just about everybody. If it hasn't, it probably will at one point or another.
Yep.
I hope they figure out how to cure that evil disease.
He fought it, and that one was nasty too. I think came and did a number.
Well, if it wasn't the cancer, it was the treatment that was getting him, and it just couldn't find a...
Yep. Let's throw this second half up to old Marcus up there listening in.
Yeah, you think he's listening right now?
I guarantee. I mean, he's going to set aside a little time for listening to Riverhawk basketball. Listen to the Patriot online.
I think he's got a whole lot of better things to do right now.
He might.
Yeah.
Tyler Jackman will inbound on the far sideline in front of his own student section here as Ridgeline has possession to start the second half. Leading 29-26. Again, remember, the fourth quarter down at Westfield was all Westfield, so we'll see if Ridgeline can tighten some things up here in the third and fourth. In the short corner is Putnam. He goes outside to Earl, and they swing it around the perimeter. Putnam up top again, gets a couple steps into the lane. Nice find down low to Hall, and he gets it to go.
Yeah, and Westfield in the zone again, and Ridgeline just kind of patiently picks it apart with that possession and gets the first points of the half, 31-26, and a 5-point lead.
Harrison on the outside has it stripped away by
that's a turnover.
Putnam, and it goes into the backcourt for a backcourt violation.
That's the 6th turnover of the game for the Longhorns, and a couple of them have just been very, very careless, just unforced errors.
Passed out of bounds Westfield. Or into the backcourt. 31-26, Ridgeline in the lead. Hall goes right side to Lowe. Has to kind of gather his balance there, and now gets a screen from Earl. Earl slips and pops to the outside and gets now into the paint on the dribble, and his shot is blocked out of there by Harrison. Grabbed by the Fowers. And he gives off to Laughter. Tries to drive, cut off by Earl, and then back into the corner after the pass. Now outside to Fowers, trying to go over top to Harrison. Goes up, is fouled, and he scores.
Yeah, Cooper Hall comes over to help. Play the help side defender, and Harrison catches the lob pass and just goes right through Cooper Hall and is able to get the bucket in the and one opportunity. But interesting. I mean, I have to maybe go back and watch the stream. I thought the first possession defensively, Westfield came out in a zone. In the second half, first possession of the first half, they come out in a zone, and then they immediately switch back to man. So we'll see how Westfield tries to defend Ridgeline here. They've got it down to a 2-point lead for Ridgeline.
31-29. Putnam, they drop off him. He'll take that three. He can't get it. But Jackman gets the board, and he goes back up, and his shot is blocked out of there by McCormick.
Back-to-back possessions for Westfield. Block shots, leading to opportunities on the offensive side.
Harrison
again.
Gets to the rim, can't get it to go, gets his own, and does get that one to go. We got a tie ball game.
Yeah, it's all tied up, and it's great defense by the Longhorns. 2 possessions in a row, they're able to block the shots, and then it leads to early offense in transition and a tie ball game, 31 apiece.
5-point for Jordan Harrison in this quarter.
Harrison
Putnam has it stripped out of his hands, and it's headed the other direction with Fowers. Fowers at the free throw line. Layup, good.
We want to get a timeout here. No timeout by Wads, but man, another good defensive possession for Westfield leads to immediate points on that's offensive.
That's
everyone in the gym saw that one.
Yeah.
Cooper Hall extends the left arm. And that was called by this side official, the close official to us, which was furthest away from the play. But like I said, everyone in the gym could see that separation and extended arm, right in the chest of Laughter.
Westfield now in the lead by 2. Bad pass stolen away by Lowe. Lowe's always in the right
turnover.
place. Lowe tries to get into the rim. He's fouled as he tries to scoop up underneath the arm of McCormick.
And that looked like a good defense by McCormick. but got Dawson low on the wrist and 2 foul shots. Dawson's got to get going offensively. Scoreless so far in this ball game. He had 16 against Skyview, and that's his first point of the game right there with the free throw.
32-33, Ridgeline down by 1.
I really expected a timeout after a 9-2 run to start the game, or a 9-3 run?
To start the half?
Or the half, yeah, sorry.
No, it's 5, 6, 7. It's 7-4 in this quarter right now.
Okay, so it's a 7-2 run.
Daxton Laughter gives it up top to Fowers. Coming around a screen is Slaw, tries to raise for 3, can't get it to go. Earl with the board.
That's the shot that was killing us in the first matchup against these two teams. Now Lowe's going to raise.
There you go, and Dawson looks to shoot. They're a better team.
He's got to get going offensively. He's got 5 quick ones in 2 straight possessions.
Rotation on that shot by Dawson is perfect. Right side is Slaw. Drives baseline. Dawson just keeps him from going there. Knocks him. He didn't knock him, but they said that Slaw just dribbled it out of bounds.
Yeah, a little bit of contact on the baseline. And the coach is unhappy with Slaw. He wants that reversed back out of the corner. He doesn't want that baseline penetration by Slaw.
Up top is Earl. Raises for 3. No good. Rebound. Grabbed by Laughter. Long lead pass is a bad one. Picked off by Earl. Earl to Jackman. Jackman down low to Hall, and he got it. You wanted the oop back to
Putnam.
Yep.
Aggies had a couple of those the other night. They were
nice.
Awesome.
Yeah. Right side is Fowers, and he's going to go back up top to Laughter. He goes left side McCormick. Back up top, Fowers. Laughter right side.
Ooh.
Raises for 3. Barely grazes the front iron. Earl with the rebound. Hands off to Lowe. Lowe gives on a roll to Putnam. Putnam gets down underneath the basket. He's hit on the arm and fouled by Harrison. So he's going to get free throws.
Harrison fouled by Harrison.
Yep. So Putnam's going to get a couple of free throws. Ridgeline now back up 38-33. Putnam just takes 2 dribbles, spins it up, and
long
misses it back iron. Thought that might come straight back down and go in. Some substitutions coming in for Westfield. I see Faddis back in there. Second free throw is good by Putnam. He's got 5 in the game. Little extended pressure here by Ridgeline. Coming across half court. Skip pass to Laughter. Down in the corner.
Oh boy.
Faddis.
They going to call this on Dawson, or are they going to call it offensively?
They're going to call it on Faddis.
They are.
He was right across the face of Dawson Lowe. Dawson was just trying to get underneath it, and he kind of clocked him across the face. Dawson checking his teeth. He's going to be fine.
Making sure they're all there.
Yeah, he's going to be fine.
Ooh.
Dawson tries to go left, backs it out. Putnam, jump shot, good.
Oh, that's filthy. Just a quick crossover from right to left and then raises up well above anybody else.
Nothing but net.
Silky.
Little jump hook in the lane is good by Mallon.
If Putnam would commit to a move like that 10 times a game, I don't know that he'd miss that shot.
Yeah, that's a...
Just again, but
that
hit him
was
with
a little
that same,
further out, and he knocked that one down.
See, and I'd like to hit him with that same move to get into that jump shot, but Harrison, no dribble, just raises up again. He's feeling it here in the third quarter.
Drawn kick outside to Faddis. Faddis turns, gives it off to Laughter. 3-point shot on the way from straight away by Slaw's no good. Rebound grabbed by Ridgeline. Hall pushes down the sideline. Lowe's wide open, 3-ball, no good. Good rebound on the offensive side by Putnam. Gives off to Hall. Hall drives on the baseline, can't get it to go. Barrett fighting for it, grabbed by Faddis. He gives it off to McCormick. He's going down the lane, kicks it into the left side to Slaw. 3-ball by Slaw is good.
Yeah, and eventually one of those has just got to fall for Slaw.
He's got 8.
He's got 8 now. And he looks to get going here in the second half. 2 minutes to go, a 5-point lead, 43-38 for Ridgeline. Nice job by Barrett on the tip-in. After the miss by Dawson Lowe.
Dawson drives hard to the rim. Help has to come over on the backside. Barrett's able to tip it up and in. Ridgeline with a 45-38 lead here with just under 2 minutes to play in the second quarter. Timeout is called. We'll take that break.
Our commercials are messed up, bud.
Okay. Well, that's just a 30, so why don't you do a couple of those for us?
I'll hit you with a little, what do we got?
Young Toyota, Young Honda. Think young, drive young.
Yeah, for 100 years, they're delivering an exceptional customer experience. Think young, drive young. Napa Auto Parts, they sponsor our best part of the game. So far, what do you think? Oh, by the way, Young Toyota sponsors our drive of the game. Who's had the drive of the game? What about Cameron Earl with that reverse layup early in the ball game? That was nice. Cooper Hall with kind of the fake spin and then back to his left, but then finished with the right on the left side of the rim. That was a nice one. Napa Auto Parts sponsors our best part of the game, the parts and oil you need to keep your car and equipment running its best at Napa Auto Parts. Best part of the game has been talking about Big Mark.
Yep. 45-38. Ridgeline in the lead. Coming across half court is Slaw working against Lowe. Lowe hounding him. Gives it off to Laughter. Faddis now straddling the three-point line. Gives it off on a dribble handoff to Slaw. They get it down low to Harrison. He can't get it to go. Tries to get his own. Ooh. Thought it went off of Harrison, but they're going to say it went off of Ridgeline. Fowers checking back in.
Harrison working hard down there for the Longhorns. He's had a couple of buckets right at the rim. This one he misses, but the possession stays with the Longhorns, down 7.
Harrison's only scored in this third quarter, but he's got 5.
He's
Rocker
attacking
step,
again.
Gets into the lane, off glass, scores it, and he's fouled.
Yeah, and Harrison just
7
putting his head down and going straight in the chest to Putnam, and then he able to...
Not Putnam.
Wasn't it Putnam?
I think it's Earl. Putnam's not out there,
Oh,
so
he
that
ain't
would
even
be
out
difficult.
there. That'd be impossible.
Impossible.
Must have been Earl.
I think it was Earl.
Okay.
Good
my instant replay's not even...
Can we even go to commercials?
We can go to commercials. It plays the same commercial, so I got to skip, and it's just a mess.
It's a zoo. If it's not something, it's something else. It's not one thing, it's something else. Barrett down low, gives it off to Lowe. Lowe's in a bunch of trees. He backs it out of there. Nobody guards him. He raises for 3, and he got it.
Dawson Lowe with 8 points, all in this quarter, and an 8-point lead for Ridgeline.
You know, I think when we look at these stats at the end of the game, you're going to see different individuals in different quarters making a difference. Nice feed from Harrison down low to Faddis.
Yeah, it was Cam Earl in quarter 1. Quarter 2 was kind of a mix. Now quarter 3 is all about Dawson Lowe.
Yeah, quarter 2 was nobody.
Yeah, they only scored 9.
Lowe raises for 3 again. No, in and out. Barrett, he got a hand on it. He didn't get the rebound, but he knocked it over to Earl. 3-point shot this time by Jackman is no good, and they're going to get Barrett on an over the back. But I love Barrett's energy on the boards. Like I said, Nick, you don't have to get it, but you got to pursue it. And if you can get a hand on it, somebody else might get it.
Yeah, and that's 2 times that Barrett has done that, where he didn't get the rebound, but he is working hard out there trying to scrap for every loose ball opportunity there is, and he's created a couple of buckets for his team. 40 seconds to go here in the third quarter and a 6-point lead. This is kind of a big possession for Westfield, I ain't going to lie.
Right at the end of the quarter here, they need one.
Yep, they got about
Dawson Lowe almost gets a steal. Slaw gets it back.
Push.
Down low, good drive by Slaw, can't get it to go. It's tapped out. Slaw back in the corner, 3-ball, no good. Rebound Jackman. 16 seconds, stolen by Harrison.
Wow.
Layup, good.
Oh, just a costly turnover there for Ridgeline. Now Earl on the other end.
Oh, that
short.
was dead straight, but it was quick, and that's got still 4 seconds left. Slaw's going to raise. Front iron. That would have been huge.
That would have been huge. Down 4, you get it within 1. But, kind of a back and forth third quarter. The margin is the same as it was at half, 4 points.
It was 3 at the half.
Oh,
but
three only.
It's very
close. So Ridgeline wins that one by 1 point.
Ridgeline up 48-44 at the end of the half, or at the end of the third. We'll take a break and come back.
At Planet Fitness, you'll get energy without the judgment.
When your car isn't working right, you just need someone who can help make your life a little easier.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
They really can put your logo on just about anything. That's what they do at the Logo Shop. Businesses, teams, booster clubs, school organizations. Call the Logo Shop and have them show you the possibilities. The Logo Shop, committed to schools, teams, and youth groups.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CashValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CashValleyDaily.com.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson and IT has what you need.
It's fun. It's cool.
19-18 was the difference in the third quarter for Ridgeline. It's 48-44 differential. Now comes that pesky fourth quarter that Ridgeline had against Westfield down at Westfield.
Here's a little head nod to Big Mark. You recognize this one?
I can't even hear it.
It's pretty loud, isn't it?
We got the band over there.
You'll get it.
Can barely hear it. The band's just going to keep going until they enter the ball. Okay.
This is a song.
Josh Groban.
This is a song he used to sing at the funerals for other people. Mark would.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's a good one. I'll sing it for you later, okay?
Okay.
Upper left elbow, Harrison steps back and gives it off to Laughter. He goes left side to Fowers. Fowers dribble handoff to Ortegon. Oh, stolen away by Dawson Lowe. He heads the other direction.
Wow.
Layup, got it.
What a play by Dawson Lowe. An instant offense to start this fourth quarter for Ridgeline, and now a 6-point lead.
And Dawson was doing that out at Skyview, especially in that fourth quarter, getting big steals.
Yeah, his anticipation and just feel for the game to get in those passing lanes and anticipate those passes. And anticipate the opportunity to get the steal without fouling.
You know what, he's also, I don't even know if I can explain
crafty.
this one, but he'll try to get a guy to turn, and he'll be faster out to the spot, and he'll steal it with his left hand and head the other direction. He did it out at Skyview, and he did it once tonight too.
I got 10 turnovers for Westfield, and that was another careless one with the ball where they just threw it to nobody.
They've had a few that have been just that way, where just thrown it right out of bounds. Dawson, get a long pass to Putnam. Putnam goes to Earl. It's dangerous, and he can't handle it.
Speaking of just throwing it out of bounds, Putnam throws that one with some high cheddar, and Earl's unable to hang on to it.
High stinky cheese.
Out of the reach of anybody there.
Harrison now for Westfield, dribbling towards Harrison Putnam. Gives it to Laughter. Laughter guarded by Hall. Up top, Faddis. Dribble handoff to Fowers. Fowers in the lane, gets to the rim, scores it easy.
There's just been way too many easy layups for Westfield tonight. Ridgeline defense has broke down multiple times, and there's another example of it as they get an easy bucket to bring this back to 4 points.
I think that's a spot right there where Andrew Panochi helps.
Yeah, the help just wasn't there.
But Andrew is very quick off of his feet, and he's quick to come over and help and get block shots. Putnam, 17-footer, no good. Rebound, Ortegon.
Looking to get it to a one-possession game here if you're Westfield.
I hope I'm pronouncing Gavin Ortegon's name correctly.
I think you are. That looks great. I mean, it's Oregon with a T.
Yeah. Faddis. Jabs right, goes left with the dribble, and then goes the other direction on the pass to Ortegon. Up top is Laughter. Hall on him. Gets a high screen from Faddis. Into the lane. Turnaround jump shot.
Wow,
good shot.
Wow.
Little fall away by Laughter.
Yeah, tough bucket by Laughter.
That's his first shot or bucket of the game.
He averages 9 a game, and he's only got 2. And you have almost 4 starters for Ridgeline in double digits. Cooper Hall with 8, Putnam with 9, Dawson Lowe with 10, and Cameron Earl with 12.
Earl outside, gets into the elbow, and he throws it away.
Costly.
The scoreboard's got Laughter with 5. I only have him with 2, so we'll see if there's when I add mine up, if I'm missing anything.
Well, you've been wrong before.
Yeah, but so have they. Between the both of us, we'll get it.
Someone will figure it out.
Somebody will. 50-48, Ridgeline.
Wow, 2-point game here.
Yep, in the lead just by 2. Up top, Faddis. Left side, Fowers. Down low, they go to Slaw. Slaw in the lane. Are they going to call a foul on Dawson?
Yeah, they are. Yep, on the ground. But that pass, that entry pass from Fowers here on the wing, down low to Slaw, he had him wide open under the hoop, and he was late with the entry pass. And then as Dawson Lowe was catching up, he fouls Slaw, and an inbounds play for the Longhorns.
They finally do get it into Harrison. Faddis sets a screen. Harrison creates a little space, doesn't do anything with it. Now Dawson Lowe
there's that anticipation.
In the lanes again with a steal. Couldn't go anywhere with it. Lob pass over top to Earl. Back up top to Harrison Putnam, and he is blocked as he tries to get to the rim by Jordan Harrison.
Yeah, kind of hand checked and just stopped his momentum. It's on the ground, so an inbounds play, which have been pretty effective for Ridgeline. They've had a couple of nice layup looks.
Timeout called by Westfield.
What do we got? More liners over there? You got any more liners?
Sure we do. It's a full timeout, though. We can still do it. Let's just do a couple of these. If you need a free network assessment, check your network and make sure you don't have any vulnerabilities. Go to Les Olson IT. Visit lesolson.com. Great Basin Graphics, custom t-shirts, detailed embroidery, and graphic designs that'll get your business noticed. Go to greatbasingraphics.com. And Cache Valley Auto Care, car problems, you can trust Cache Valley Auto Care for expert service backed by excellent online reviews and customer satisfaction. Find coupons on their website. Cache Valley Auto Care. Ridgeline leading 50-48. 4:54 remaining in the ball game. Crank it up. What do we got?
I don't even know what we got. Oh, yeah. It's a good one. You always like a little background music when you're talking anyway.
Yeah, I do. I need it.
Yeah,
it's like a production.
I was going to ask you, do you believe in
miracles?
I'm not going to say it's a miracle that Westfield's in this game. On paper, Ridgeline should be, I would say, just more in charge of this game than they have been throughout. You know, it's been pretty tight the whole game. Westfield, give them a lot of credit. Are you a believer in just matchups for different teams cause problems?
Yeah, 100%.
And I think Westfield just causes some problems, whether it's the structure of their offense, the scheme, or what have you, the players out there, and there's a turnover. That's the 10th of the game for Ridgeline. An easy bucket.
Hall lost it and led to a layup on the other end by Fowers. And that's 50-50.
But this matchup is just not a good one for Ridgeline. They won the first game by 3, and it's tied here late in the fourth, halfway through the fourth quarter, here in the second matchup at home.
Putnam is straight away, and he's deep out there. Goes right side to Earl on the pass. Earl switches the floor, and now they got Jackman in his corner, but he missed it. Rebound grabbed by Lowe. Lowe backs it out of there. He's guarded by Slaw. Gets into the free throw line area, picks it up, step through, probably forced the shot, but it was the shot clock was wearing down.
Yeah, I would have liked
a little bit too much dribbling.
I would have liked to seen Dawson get rid of that a little quicker. If Cam Earl kind of flares more to the wing and gives him a better angle on the pass, I think they have an opportunity to get a shot up. But he forces one there, and another turnover. That's the 11th for Ridgeline.
Left elbow, Faddis. Not facing the rim. Now just handoffs to Slaw. Slaw goes, scoop shot, no good. Rebound, Jackman.
It's actually good defense by Earl, just holding his ground.
3 ball on the way by Lowe, in rhythm, and he got it.
Yeah, the skip pass from Earl in transition and the quick release from Dawson Lowe gets the 3 to fall.
Dawson's got 13 in the game. That, more importantly, gave him a 3-point
in the
lead.
half.
3 ball on the way. The other side by Harrison is no good. Rebound by Lowe.
That's the shot you're going to be okay with. You're going to settle for if you're the defensive Ridgeline. And now
another
Jackman.
3. Jackman got it. Quick. It's quick. 6-point lead just like that.
And that's what the 3-pointer can do for you. Extends that lead quickly, and now a 6-point lead. Oh, wow. Look at Cooper
3
Hall.
ball, no good, but they're going to call a foul.
On Cooper.
Cooper trying to fight
tied
through.
up with Faddis on the screen. Yep. And I think I think it's moving because Cooper's basically trying to come under the screen. And as he is, Faddis is rolling to the hoop, but he hasn't cleared the defender. Does that make sense? He's setting the screen on Cooper. And as Cooper tries to come under, they get tied up. In my opinion, it's a moving screen, but possession goes to Longhorns.
Faddis kicks out to Slaw. Slaw drives in the lane, kicks to Harrison. 3 ball in the corner by Fowers. Air ball long. Faddis hit it, and it was grabbed by Laughter in the corner. So Westfield maintains possession. Outside, Laughter getting a screen. Jump shot, got it.
That's his second bucket of the second half. I think, he has 7.
Well, I have him with 4.
You have him with 4.
We'll
Scoreboard has him with 7, but Laughter kind of getting going here in the second half.
Lowe holding, 2:20 remaining.
Bad pass.
But it comes right back to Lowe. 56-52 Ridgeline, up by 4. Putnam lost the handle, got it back off the glass. 3 ball by Earl in the corner is no good. Harrison grabs the board for Westfield. Down court, there's Dawson Lowe again, always hounding around the ball. That kid has just got a nose for the ball, man.
He absolutely does. Great anticipation, gets in the passing lanes, and knocks that one out of bounds. But after a quick start by Cameron Earl, I think he had 12 points in the first quarter. He's scoreless here in the next 3.
Couple big steps by Faddis. He gets all the way to the rim and scores it.
Yeah, he gets the switch to Cooper Hall, and then he just uses his length and goes over the top and gets the easy layup to fall for the Longhorns.
Earl has it knocked off of his leg and out of bounds.
Yep. Another turnover for Ridgeline.
Just a quick correction. Cam Earl had 10 in the first quarter. He did have 2 to start the second quarter.
Okay, yeah, I knew he had 12
scored
quick.
Since. Ridgeline up by a measly 2 right now, 56-54.
Another battle with the Longhorns. These Longhorns give the Riverhawks fits.
Yes, they do. Coming across half court is Laughter. Left elbow, Faddis, back to Laughter. Looks at a 3, still hasn't taken it. Now dribbles to his left, and they start passing around the perimeter. Slaw with it. And they're going to call a foul on either
who?
Putnam or Lowe.
Putnam.
Going Putnam.
Yeah, to me, Laughter's got to be a little more aggressive offensively. His jumpers have looked good when he's taken them. He just is hesitant to shoot it out there.
Full timeout called by Westfield. Ridgeline leading 56-54.
Let's try to go to commercial.
All right.
I can try to
forward through some.
Yeah,
here we go.
At Planet Fitness, you'll get energy without.
When you
DD, they from what?
Searching for copiers.
When a client walks into the office,
Find the parts and the oil you need to keep your car and equipment running its best at your locally owned Napa Auto Parts. All the best brand names. And when you need professional help, Napa can recommend a dozen Napa Car Care Centers with ASE certified technicians.
Suit up, feel good. Custom tailored clothing for him and her. The Cater Shop, because how you look is the first message you deliver.
I have a deal for you. I'll turn the cable back on when you get my kitchen floor finished.
How do I do that in time to watch my team win?
Use the expert help at Castalite. For all your brick, block, rock, paver, and tile needs, Castalite.com.
Insurance is exciting.
Almost heaven.
West Virginia.
Blue Ridge Mountains, Shenandoah River.
All right, Ridgeline 56, Westfield 54. Down low to Faddis. Good left-handed
he's got good
move.
feet.
Yeah, he does.
He just uses those feet to get leverage and kind of get himself in good position, and he scoops that one up with the left-hand hook and gets this game tied again at 56 apiece.
Left side is Cooper Hall. Dribbles, stops, goes right side now into the corner to Earl. Back out to Jackman.
Probably only 2 possessions left here.
Hall dancing. 6 seconds
Gotta
on the
get
shot.
A look.
Jackman gets to the rim.
Oh my!
It doesn't
Nothing
hit the
called?
rim, and that's going to be a shot clock violation.
And the 13th turnover for Ridgeline. I just disagree with that. I mean, it's got to be a charge or a block when Jackman just, basically mows over one of the Westfield defenders. And I couldn't tell if he was in position or not. It looked like a charge to me, but something's got to be called when people are hitting the deck.
All right, 38 seconds left, 31 seconds on the shot clock. Westfield with the ball, 56-56. Big defensive stop here.
They're probably going to try to get the ball down to Faddis and let him operate with those feet again.
He's got some size on Earl. 15 on the shot. Hall on ball. Now they go right side to Fowers. Now Faddis in the lane. There's Lowe. Oh, they called a foul on Dawson coming around.
Yeah, and I don't know if they're going to call that on the shot or not. There's only 3 team fouls against. I think that's on the ground if you ask me. Oh my, 2 shots. Wow. See, look at Westfield. They were ready to inbounds that ball, and now he's going to get 2 foul shots. Oh, I think that's, I don't disagree with the foul, but I don't think he was in a shooting motion.
Yeah,
I think he was in a spinning.
Yeah, I don't think he was ready to shoot that thing.
I think they're going to call it down.
Coach is
down, yep.
Yeah, Coach Wads came over and made a gripe about it, and he was right. The refs go talk about it, and they are going to say that it's down. Faddis was turning, and I'm sure he was going to try to elevate, but he hadn't gone up.
He hadn't gone into a shooting motion yet, and he couldn't because Dawson Lowe had grabbed his arm and took the ball away from him.
Well, that's a break there for Ridgeline. Well, it's the right call. So, I mean, at least he's not shooting shots right now. 11.4 seconds. I've just texted that group chat that we have to see if we could get some score updates. Logan won 69-51 over Mountain Crest. Bear River got hammered by Green Canyon 73-46. I guess we're the last one going. Scott, did we decide Skyview is playing, or they're off tonight? They would have to be, wouldn't they? Are we missing somebody?
Yes, yeah. Mountain
we got
Crest,
everybody else there, right?
Logan beat Mountain Crest. Yeah, Skyview's off.
Unless they found themselves a.
Yeah, I mean, I think.
Kind of doubt that though.
No, yeah, we took the Wednesday off this week, right?
Mm-hmm.
During the week,
yep.
Yeah. That was our bye for having the odd number of teams in region, so somebody's left without a matchup. I think the first go around they scheduled a non-region game. The second go around they just take the bye.
Coming back for Ridgeline defensively, Jackman, Putnam, Barrett, Hall, and Lowe. All right. Westfield still at the bench, being beckoned back out onto the floor.
see what kind of inbounds play they can draw up here, as nobody wants to throw it in here. Slaw's going to take the
Slaw will do it.
Responsibility.
Dawson not facing Slaw, so he's got to make sure he doesn't get it off of his backside.
Another timeout.
Yep, it's another full timeout. When Dawson doesn't face the inbounder, you run the risk of having him throw it off your back. But that's a tricky play. You got to get back in quick.
That's a risky play. Yeah,
it really is. But then what gets difficult is once that ball comes in, Dawson's got to be able to find the man that he's supposed to be guarding, which is the inbounder, and not get like back cut or something.
Or screened.
Dawson's as quick and as crafty as anybody out there. I would lean towards thinking he knows what he's doing. It's been a good ball game, though.
Yeah, it's been.
There were times where I felt like, okay, Ridgeline's going to go ahead and take over now. And they never could.
And they couldn't. No.
Nope.
Westfield just kept hanging in there, and they were getting easy looks on the offensive end. I think the biggest takeaway I've had so far, I don't think the defense for Ridgeline tonight has been very good. To give up, I mean, you've only given up 56, but...
How many turnovers does Ridgeline have?
Well, that's another problem. It's 13-11 in favor of Westfield, so Ridgeline has 13 turnovers. Which, you know, I mean... Four a quarter, three a quarter. It's not a terrible number, but
it's you want to stay under that double digits, man. I think once you get into double digits, you're making it hard on yourself. All right, here comes the inbounds. Slaw will inbound it, and now they got Jackman on ball.
Dawson Lowe on Laughter. So as you said, you got to keep your eye on Slaw here. It's probably going to be Slaw or Faddis. Here comes Slaw. No, Faddis is going to go to work.
On Barrett. Barrett's going straight up. Good D by Barrett.
Oh, get the rebound.
It came bouncing funny. It grazed off of the rim, and Dawson thought he had it, and it just bounced weird.
Yeah, and I love the substitution by Coach Watts here to get Cade Barrett in the game for a bigger body up against Faddis, and that's exactly what you had. Faddis unable to move Barrett down low in the key.
3.1 seconds left.
Yeah, it's going to have to be a catch and shoot here.
Westfield with the ball. There now another timeout.
Did we call timeout?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
You don't like it?
No. I think they were out. I think he was out of timeouts, and I would have just made him go. I don't like... I mean,
letting him set a new play.
Yeah, I just with 3 seconds, you're already in your man defense. You just play the inbounds the way that you had before, and you just lock it up. And I think you go into overtime. Now you give them kind of a chance to get the look they want to the guy they want. And I think without calling that timeout, they don't have that opportunity. Right now, you're going to get the ball probably in Slaw's hand. But I just think with the situation, you just let it play out.
Feels like we're going overtime.
I think on offense, you want that timeout. You want to be able to draw the play and get the ball in the hand of whoever you want to take the shot. If you're on defense, I think you just play it out and you let the other team, if they can beat you without drawing one up in the sand, then you tip your hat and you say good game. But I don't think you give them an opportunity to draw up a play like you just did.
Ridgeline's going to bring back the same guys: Putnam, Barrett, Lowe, Jackman, and Hall.
Look at this. I mean, they're taking this is twice now they've been late to being on the court, and Ridgeline's just out there waiting for them.
See if Ridgeline stays in a man against this.
Yeah, absolutely they will. You're going to have Barrett on Faddis. Cooper Hall is going to take
Let's see if anybody comes and tries to screen Barrett to get Faddis open.
I think you're going to get Jackman is going to get screened by Harrison.
We'll see what happens here.
After the inbounds.
Slaw comes way outside to Fowers. Gets it back to Slaw. 3-ball. Ooh. Overtime, folks. Overtime. Ridgeline's been decently successful in the overtime. I think they've only had one overtime game this year, and they won it. So we'll see what they can do here going into overtime against Westfield. Tied up 56-56.
Planet Fitness, you'll get energy without the judgment.
Hi, can you help me with this? This is better.
Join the judgment-free zone today for $15 a month. Planet Fitness, big fitness energy for all.
When your car isn't working right, you just need someone who can help make your life a little easier. Cache Valley Auto Care can. Hear what people are saying online.
They'll always take the time to help you understand what they're doing to your car and go above and beyond to solve your issue.
Cache Valley Auto Care.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204.
Couple of seconds there. Ridgeline dodges a bullet with Westfield having a chance to win it. We're going to overtime here. 4 minutes put back on the clock. And it is 56-56. Putnam will jump it up with Harrison. Putnam got the one at the beginning of the game, and he gets this one too. Dawson Lowe will bring it across half court. Gets a screen from Barrett. Down the lane, off glass, fouled. He can't get it to go. Slaw is going to get called for the foul.
I definitely like the aggressiveness of Dawson Lowe in the fourth quarter and to start here in overtime. He gets right to the rim and draws the contact and gets the 2 foul shots.
Misses the first free throw. Looked rushed a little bit on that one to me.
Yeah, he did. Didn't take his time at all. Just chucked that one up there and misses the first.
Second free throw is good. Ooh. Rolls all the way around and drops for him. So Ridgeline with a 57-56 lead. Going to the right is Laughter. Slaw now, entry down low. Putnam might have had a hand on it. Lowe comes out of there with a steal. Gets it to Hall, can't get it to go. Rebound Jackman. Jackman goes back up, can't get it to go. Rebound Hall, and he's out. Nope, he's pushed.
Wow. Just a great play defensively by Harrison Putnam to get that steal poked away and into the hands of Dawson Lowe.
Lots of
action. The transition, just lots of fighting underneath for those offensive rebounds. I love the hustle by the Ridgeline players, and another.
Coming behind everybody is Hall, and Lowe finds him for the layup.
Yeah, and a great pass and a great little slip underneath by Cooper Hall, and a 3-point lead for the Riverhawks with 3 minutes to go in overtime.
Laughter. Gives to Faddis, back to Laughter, straight away. Doesn't even look to shoot that. That's open too. Slaw raises for 3, no good.
Long.
Comes straight back, Laughter grabs it. To Harrison, in the lane, loses it, kicks it back outside after going to the floor and getting it. Out to Laughter. Hand off to Faddis in the lane, step through, they're gonna call travel.
Nope, yep, they are. Yeah,
I'm not sure
too many
if it was,
steps
unless
there.
he was dragging. You can go to that step through, which he did, but he must have dragged that pivot before.
I thought he should have kept going with that spin move on the right side. Yeah.
Sometimes you can overdo things.
And it looked like he had Barrett beat going to his right, but then spun or kind of stepped back through to his left, and that's when the travel was called.
Jackman drives in hard, and there's offensive foul against Jackman.
I mean, I don't agree with it, but at least they did call something this time.
Jackman goes in gangbusters, and I believe it was Fowers that took the punishment. And that's going to be Tyler's
a couple
third.
Of collisions Jackman's had that one. He did draw a whistle. The one prior, there was nothing called. Cooper Hall is just being an antagonist back here in the backcourt.
Yep, 2:28 remaining in overtime. 59-56 Ridgeline. Getting a screen from Faddis. Back out top to Faddis. 3-ball, no good. Rebound, Lowe. Lowe in with the trees, and he has the good awareness to get up quick, and he gets that board. Dribble handoff to Hall. He'll give to Jackman. Now Lowe has gone to the other side. Drives. Keeps his dribble. Steve Nash style. Gives it off to Hall, and Hall gets it knocked out of his hands.
Oh, my goodness.
And they think that Hall got a finger on it.
Gets slapped out of Hall's hands, and somehow they call it off of Hall. And they're
the
talking
other ref
about
came
it.
over to ask.
Well, he gets overruled, and that's the 15th turnover for the Riverhawks.
Principal over there is letting him have it too. He saw it. He had a good angle.
I mean, it definitely looked like it was slapped out of bounds by Westfield, but
the only thing that maybe I can think of is
he
when
kind of
reached to think maybe he wanted to still try to grab it, and the Hall, they thought he touched it, I guess. Harrison on the outside, guarded by Putnam. Minute 37. Gives off the Laughter. That's a long 3-ball, long off the back iron. Dawson Lowe again on a rebound.
Another board for the guard.
He's always going.
He has a motor,
but you've got to go. That's what I'm saying is all the younger kids watching, they got to see how Dawson crashes all the time. Bad pass in the interior to Barrett. It goes through his hands and right to Harrison, and he goes the other way and gets all the way to the rim.
A hot knife through butter sometimes. This Ridgeline defense has given up so many layups at the rim, and a timeout by Coach Wadsworth. A 1 point. You've had so many opportunities to kind of put this one away, as you said, Dave, and you just have turned it over far too many times. 16 turnovers now for the Riverhawks.
59-58, Ridgeline in the lead by 1 with the ball. Again, Adams Wealth Advisors is powering your video experience on CashValleyDaily.com. Visit AdamsWealthAdvisors.com.
I don't know what it is about these Longhorns that create this matchup problem. And I mean, could you put your finger on it? I mean, this is probably one of the poorer performances defensively to me. I think I would love to know the percentage of buckets that are in the paint.
So blow-bys, really. I mean, guys getting beat to the rim and nobody
then no
there to help.
Yeah, and no help. I just think
it sure makes you wonder, though, if there's a Pinocchi effect on this.
Possibly.
If Andrew would be a difference maker defensively in these kind of cases.
He is probably one of the best help side defenders that the Riverhawks have. I do like the adjustment of putting Barrett on Faddis to give him a bigger body to have to go through. He's really kind of stymied Faddis for the end of the fourth quarter and now into this overtime. I don't think Faddis has scored.
Barrett is listed as 6'4", Faddis is listed as 6'6", but I don't see a 2-inch difference when they're standing by each other.
No, and Barrett probably has a 50-pound weight advantage.
Well, Hall goes to Barrett, left side 3-point range. Back cut is low. Low goes up and scores
beautiful. Beautiful pass from the big guy.
Better
and
finish.
And then a nice back cut and body control by Dawson Lowe to get the bucket and the 3-point lead for Ridgeline.
Dawson only listed as 5'11", and the guy just gets up quick, and he's good with his body in the air.
Oh, boy.
Good pass along the baseline. Coming over to block the shot is Cooper Hall. Laughter was trying to raise in that corner, and the pass was a good one. It just was better closeout defense by Hall. 61-58, Ridgeline by 3 with 28 seconds remaining. Westfield with the ball. They go to Fowers and now to Laughter. Guarded by Hall. He backs up. Now goes left elbow to Faddis. Dribble handoff to Slaw. Comes up from 3. No good. Back iron. Hits twice, actually. Who's in there? Lowe's in there.
Wow.
Hall was in there, and it goes off of Ridgeline.
And those are the shots that got Westfield back in the game on their first matchup, is Slaw coming off those screens and knocking down 3-pointers. I don't think Slaw has made a 3-pointer in the game yet tonight.
I can check you on that.
He only has 8 points.
He does have one in the third.
He has one and then a foul shot?
He had a free throw in the second with 3 free throws.
Oh, that's right, yep.
And then he made a 3-point shot in the third.
Okay.
I have him with 8.
Yeah, 8 points. Okay. So that's how he's back to even numbers, because he's made 3 free throws. 5 free throws, right?
No,
or does he have a
2-point
bucket? Okay, I got you.
Yeah. He was the one that was fouled by Tyler on the 3-point shot and made all three of them.
Yep.
But then he did get one in the third. But that little play that comes, him coming up the lane, getting the dribble handoff from Faddis, he's been open on those threes, but I find that as a tricky shot. You're coming up, not facing the rim, having to spin, find it, square yourself.
Square your feet, it is a tough shot.
It's different than a pass coming from the outside in and shoot.
Yeah.
It takes really good footwork and a lot of practice to make those shots. Ridgeline again going to be playing this next Wednesday against Logan here at Ridgeline. But the next big ball game on this court will be Ridgeline girls playing Grantsville. Both teams undefeated on the season. Grantsville the number 1 3A team, Ridgeline the number 1 4A team.
And that's Monday.
Monday night. Okay, inbounds will be, is that Slaw?
Yep, that's Slaw with the inbounds. Jackman's going to be on him.
It's a box set for Westfield. They come in out to Faddis, 10 seconds.
Here comes Slaw.
Guarded by Slaw now, guarded by Lowe.
Gives it up.
Trying to get somebody to Slaw for the 3-point shot. He raises, no good. Ridgeline wins. Goes off the back iron, and Ridgeline gets out of here with a 61-58 victory over Westfield. And Westfield fought, man. They fought the whole way.
Yeah,
it wasn't a pretty overtime. 5-2 in the overtime for Ridgeline. Yeesh.
Only 7 total points in 4 minutes of play. A lot of turnovers actually in the overtime for both teams.
Dawson Lowe comes alive in the second half and really carried them offensively. I'll get those statistics for you, and we'll come share those for you after the break in our postgame show, and hopefully we'll be joined by Coach Wads as well. We'll be right back.
At Planet Fitness, you'll get energy without the judgment.
Hi, can you help me with this? This is better.
Join the judgment-free zone today for $15 a month. Planet Fitness, big fitness energy for all.
When your car isn't working right, you just need someone who can help make your life a little easier. Cache Valley Auto Care can. Hear what people are saying online.
They'll always take the time to help you understand what they're doing to your car and go above and beyond to solve your issue.
Cache Valley Auto Care.
DD Auto and Salvage is going to pay you the most for junk vehicles. Get rid of your junk vehicles today. Pickup is available. DD Auto and Salvage in Logan. Call 787-1204. That's 787-1204 today. See store for details.
They really can put your logo on just about anything. That's what they do at the Logo Shop. Businesses, teams, booster clubs, school organizations. Call the Logo Shop and have them show you the possibilities. The Logo Shop, committed to schools, teams, and youth groups.
From what's happening in local political elections, to breaking news, to photo galleries and replays of the latest games. If it's happening in our community, it's on CacheValleyDaily.com and the Cache Valley Daily app. Local, relevant news on CacheValleyDaily.com.
Searching for copiers and printers? Les Olson IT has what you need. Find reliable HP printers, award-winning Sharp copiers, and high-end Ricoh graphic systems.
Les Olson IT.
When a client walks into the office,
Ridgeline wins 61-58 in overtime. It's a heck of a ball game all the way through. Joined now by Coach Wads. I don't even know where to start on that one. It was a game that seemed to kind of go back and forth. At times I felt like your team was going to take off and extend the lead and run away with it. But man, credit Westfield. They fought the entire ball game. Similar to what we saw in the first time down there, you had a big lead, and then the fourth quarter they came back and won. Correct. What is it about this Westfield team that gives you guys, maybe, is it a matchup issues?
There is some matchup issues. They're really quick and get downhill when they want to, but they're also extremely well coached. They're disciplined, they stay in front of guys, but we know that this region is extremely competitive top to bottom. We know we're going to get everybody's best shot because we're one of the top teams in the region. again, these close games are no surprise to us. And teams are going to come in here ready to battle. So,
yeah, I thought if you look quarter by quarter, the second quarter not so much, but Cam Earl came out ready to play.
Yes, he did.
He had 10 points in the first quarter and then a quick one in the second quarter. He had 12 in the first half. And then in the third quarter, Dawson came alive offensively. And then in the fourth, he stayed hot. But you just had guys continue to step up. It's been a mantra of this team is it's not one dude. You got 4 different guys in your starting lineup that average double figures. It's continuing from the get-go. You've been that way, and everybody continues to share the ball.
It's a fun group to be a part of because we're hard to scout. If you take away one guy, here comes another. And they're extremely tough. Like they don't cower in pressure. They don't cower versus adversity. And these guys are resilient, so I'm proud of them.
Well, Coach, what was the difference in this ball game? Can you pinpoint 1 or 2 things that you felt like made the difference?
We hit some extremely big shots down the stretch. I can't remember at what point during the fourth, we went up 6 with 2 threes back to back.
Yep.
So our confidence to shoot the ball under pressure. We made some free throws down the stretch, but our defense was the key tonight. We had to get multiple stops in a row underneath their basket, and we found a way to do it. So
yeah, I think those 2 threes were Dawson and Tyler Jackman back to back, and just like that, it was 6. But then Westfield kept fighting. Westfield ends up with 3 different guys in double figures. Leading scorer for Ridgeline was Dawson. But to me, it's Dawson's. I keep hitting Ollie over here. He's my freshman, and I'm like, watch him rebound. Watch him rebound. The dude relentlessly goes for boards, and you don't a lot of times see that from your point guard.
No. And we've talked about this a few times. His nose for the ball is incredible. He knows where it's going to go. And it's not just with rebounds, too. He finds unorthodox steals.
Yes.
And at big times, too. So his IQ defensively is impressive. And right now he's scoring and distributing for us really well too. He's having a heck of a senior year here, and I'm super proud of Dawson Lowe right now. He's keeping this group together under adversity. He's leading. He's rebounding as one of the smallest guys on the floor. And, I mean, his overall presence is just a winning presence. I'm proud of him. So.
Talk about heart out of that kid. I'm sure you've been told the story.
I know his story.
Yeah, Dawson Lowe overcoming cancer as a youngster, and now look at him just playing so strong. I watched the physical fitness he must have to be able to play at that speed all that
the
game
time
is unbelievable. I mean, Coach, you sub often and quick and often. But not as much with him. He seems to play more minutes and seems to be in as good a shape as anybody out there.
He's got a motor, and he doesn't ever look tired either. Like I can see it in his face sometimes. His mouth gets open a little wide. I can tell he's tired, but he never shows it. Like he keeps his legs turning, and he keeps making winning plays for us.
I just was wondering, what's the timeline on Pinocchi? I've heard some things and maybe spread some rumors, but what's the official word on Pinocchi?
So I don't know if you guys heard, but he actually fractured a bone in the middle of his hand. It's an actual broken hand. They decided not to do surgery, and we're hoping 2 weeks.
Okay.
So,
from now?
It was from Monday, I believe. So we're hoping to get him back potentially if things go really well next week, if not the week after.
Coach, I started to think, because there were times where we felt like maybe the defensive rotation wasn't quite there and there were layups given up. Is that a Pinocchi? Is that a result of him not being in there and that help side?
He cleans up a lot of stuff.
I think so too.
And it's not just his ability to stay in front of guys, because he's a good lateral defender. He throws his chest out in front. He also covers a lot of ground and goes and blocks shots. So, yes, part of that is Andrew not being on the floor. But I can't fault the guys out there. We're finding a way to get stops. What was the final score?
61-58.
Well, so they scored a little more than we would like, but
they only had 2 in overtime, so they had 56 in regulation.
And another thing, I'm going to say it again. When it mattered, down the stretch underneath their hoop, when we needed 4 or 5 stops in a row, we got it.
You got it. Well, congratulations on a great victory. You get them. We'll take dubs when you can get dubs. That's for sure, especially against good teams like this. So Ridgeline will now face Logan next Wednesday night right back here.
Yep.
Our next broadcast, Coach, just so you know, we're going to call that girls' games. You see, I mean, the Lady Riverhawks are undefeated, and they're playing another undefeated team in Grantsville. So hopefully we can get a lot of people out.
It might be a little more competitive than most, but I still got my money on the Riverhawks there.
So do I.
I think we do. I do too. Yeah, that should be fun. Thank you so much for taking the time to join us.
guys.
No problem. Thank you, guys.
That's Coach Wads
thanks, Coach. Good job.
taking the time to visit with us for a few minutes. His team wins in overtime 61-58. Nick, cue the thank you. The stat music. Leading scorer in the ballgame is Jaden Fowers. He's got 17 for Westfield. Joining him in double figures for Westfield is number 24, Drew Faddis. Just a freshman, he got 12 points in this ballgame. Jordan Harrison ended with 11, all of which came in the fourth quarter, in the second half. 9 of them came in the third quarter, and he did score 2. There are only 2 in overtime. Jackson Slaw ended with 8. That was good defense on him. He averages 13 as the leading scorer, and they made things difficult on him. He had some looks, just wasn't able to quite knock him down like he normally does. Daxton Laughter had 4. Kaysen Mallon had 4. And the last remaining scorer is Cole McCormick. He had 2 points in the first quarter. Scorers for Ridgeline, they were led in scoring by Dawson Lowe, and Dawson had all of his in the second half. Did not score in the first half, but he had 16 points in the third, fourth, and overtime. He was joined in double figures by Cam Earl. All of those came in the first half. 10 of the 12 came in the first quarter, so he came out ready to go and set a good tone for him. Cooper Hall had 10, another solid outing for Cooper. 9 for Harrison Putnam. 8 for Tyler Jackman. And 2 for Parker Reynolds. Oh, Cade Barrett had 4, and then 2 for Parker Reynolds.
You know, I agree with everything Coach Watts said. It's interesting to hear his perspective on the defensive side. I think maybe when he goes and breaks down film, he won't be quite as pleased with the defense, although they did get the stops that won the game.
He's right? Yep.
So that's really, at the end of the day, all that matters. But if I had to give this team one word to focus on and try to improve on, it's consistency. They just seem a little bit, okay, you had a slow start and then you make it back in the second half, or you have this 21-point lead and you give it all away and you win by 3, or you have Cam Earl come out and put 12 points and Dawson Lowe's not scoring. And I know that it's, different kids get hot at different times, but just a more consistent, I guess, when I look at on the offensive side of things, it's their offense seems to just go in waves. And I just think some of those inconsistencies in the offense can come back to bite you in state tournament play, where you're playing against the best teams and the margin of error is so small. And when you turn the ball over as much as they did tonight, and you have the inconsistency in one guy scoring 12 in the first quarter and then one guy scoring 16 in the second half, and you don't score in any other quarter, I just think you gotta figure out how to be more consistent with that offensive flow.
Well, to your point, Ridgeline scores 20 in the first quarter and then scores 9. 19 in the third quarter, then scores 8.
Yeah,
that ebb and flow seems to be a little too much on the down when you have your peaks and valleys, a little too low on those valleys. To be able to get out of this with a W and have 2 quarters where you scored single digits is not easy.
Well, and it seemed like the first 3 games we called is like the third quarter they had 4 points or whatever it was, if we went back and looked at that. And I just think that consistency on the offense, the effort is always there. But I don't know that they get careless with the ball, and I don't know what it is that creates those inconsistencies of their offense. And maybe it's because they don't have that guy that can just be like, all right, guys, hey, give me the ball. I'm going to go manufacture a few shots for myself. They don't have that dude. And so sometimes it's just either the rotation of the subs or whatever it is with the personnel that's on the floor. You get an 8-point quarter, and if you're playing a Dixie or if you're playing a Timpanogos, they're going to run away from you, and you can't get back in those ball games. I mean, they've done it once against Green Canyon. You're going to have to play a lot better to beat Green Canyon at their place here in a week than you did at home. Because I think Green Canyon is going to be ready to go, and I think Jude Hay is ready to put on a show out there at his own court.
Yes, and that home team, that home crowd is going to be
it's going to be rowdy.
Ready to go.
It is going to be packed.
Yep, and that if Ridgeline can get past Logan on Wednesday, and we already talked about, I can't remember who Green Canyon's got, but obviously they both got to win their next ball game to be able to set that game next Friday up for what will end up being the region crown, because both teams right now are 7-1. If they can both get to 8-1 on Wednesday next week, it's going to come down to that ball game.
That's going to be a fun environment. It was really fun ball game here at this gym, and it was packed, and we had this whole bottom section full of students, and I expect the same thing to happen out there at Green Canyon. It's going to be standing room only, so if you want to see a good basketball game, that's going to be a fun one to watch. But we'll have to focus on Logan, and I don't know what Sade's status is, if he's playing or not. And from what we saw, Logan just blew out Mount Crest, didn't they? Here tonight, didn't they beat them like 79-50 something? 69-51 over Mount Crest. So you got a team that took you to overtime, just got blown out by 18 points by Logan. And so Logan, you cannot overlook, you cannot take for granted. You got to come in here again, play quality basketball, and take care of business on Wednesday night so that you can line up that matchup that everybody's looking forward to on Friday.
Well, Ridgeline gets the dub here tonight. Again, a big one's coming up on Monday night. We hopefully get a lot of people down here at Ridgeline High School as the Lady Riverhawks are undefeated and taking on the undefeated Grantsville Cowboy girls.
I'm just going to say, if you have not seen Emily Skinner play basketball, it's worth the price of admission to come here and watch her play. And she's going to be playing against one of the toughest teams she's matched up against on the season. But I tell you what, she is special, and she is so fun to watch play basketball. So I encourage you to come out Monday night and come take a glimpse at one of the best players you'll ever see in the Lady Riverhawk basketball program ever come through this gym in Emily Skinner.
Well, Nick, let's wrap this one up. Ridgeline wins it 61-58, moving their record from 14-4 and 6-1 in region play. They're going to now go to 15-4 and 7-1. That's in the tie now with Green Canyon, both of which are 7-1 here in the region. It's setting up a real good one coming up for next Friday night. If both teams can get through their next matchups on Wednesday night next week, and we'll be on that call for you as Ridgeline will take on Logan. Again, Ridgeline tonight beats Westfield 61-58 in overtime. Good night, everyone.
This has been a presentation of Region 11 Spring Sports on 107.7 FM and CashValleyDaily.com. This broadcast of Region 11 Sports has been brought to you by Cache Valley Daily and the Cache Valley Media Group, covering the Skyview Bobcats, Green Canyon Wolves, Logan Grizzlies, Bear River Bears, Ridgeline Riverhawks, and Mountain Crest Mustangs. Watch replays of previous games on CashValleyDaily.com.